Come on, come on, come on. All right, that's exactly what we want. All right, what's going on, guys? Gonna give this a minute or two here to let everybody join in before we get our game started tonight. Welcome in. We're gonna do our Sunday night game here shortly. We have the link to the score sheets in the comments there if you're looking to download the PDF for our official Play at Home Trivia Nights score sheets. You can go ahead and click on that link and get yours there. It's also pinned to the top of the Trivia Nights with Greg Facebook page. Hopefully that page is going to be getting updated quite a bit lately. I'm going to find out here shortly in the next couple days what the deal is, as the state seems to be getting close to limiting or lowering restrictions as far as indoor service. So I'm going to find out how that affects possibly bringing back our in-person trivia nights. And there could be some exciting news on that front as well in the near future too. So keep your eyes peeled to the Facebook page. I will keep you updated as soon as I know anything about returning back to Firewater Saloon on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I will let you know. As soon as I know, you'll know. That I can promise you. I don't want this on here. All right. Let's get rolling here. We're going to start with our rules. We'll explain the rules one more time. I'm going to get into the share screen option here so we can get the slideshow going. There we are. All right, let's get our game going tonight. Get through the rules real quick here, as most of you I'm sure have already played, but just in case we've got some new folks in the room, here's how we play the game. We're going to play 5 rounds of pub style trivia, starting with a picture round followed by 3 specific categories, and then a round of general trivia to end the night. Each round is made up of 5 questions worth 1 point each, and then there's a bonus question which is usually a little bit harder, so that one's worth 2 points. So a total of 30 questions is going to be asked of you tonight. Game takes about an hour and 15 minutes or so to finish, from start to finish. I'm going to read you the questions. They're also going to appear on your screen with picture clues and all that fun stuff. And you're going to write down your answers on your own score sheet at home. Please do not put any answers in the comments section. You can use that score sheet that's in the comment section, or just use any piece of paper you got lying around the house. After I read the questions to you, I will repeat them for you. So I'll do the round back to back real quick. Then I'll give you a break, a momentary break to finalize those answers before I reveal the correct ones to you. You are going to be scoring your own score sheets at home. So we're playing on the honor system. Please no filling in the blanks, changing answers, anything. Anything like that. We're playing for fun. We're playing to keep our brains exercised, have a little social activity during these weird times. So please, no cheating. At the end of the final round, you're going to take a picture of your final score on your score sheet and send that to me via Facebook Messenger. And then I will take a moment to figure out who our big Sunday night Play at Home Trivia Night champion is. As always, you're allowed to double the score for one of your rounds tonight, and you simply do that by circling your group of answers for the round you want to double before I read the answers to that round. Please don't wait until after you hear the answers and then say, hey, I got 6 questions right, I want to double the score there. Or don't wait to the end of the night to just pick the round you got the most correct answers on and double that. And that little brief moment that I give you in between the questions and the answers, if you're feeling confident that you did really good on that round, just put a big circle around your whole group of answers for that round. You can give yourself double the points. Again, that is choosing the round before you hear the answers to them. All right, so basically the three infractions you can have here that's going to ruin everybody's fun, of course, is cheating, looking up answers, putting your answers in the comment section, frowned upon, and doubling your score to a round that you've already heard the answers to. That's just mean and not cool. So let's not do that. Let's not do any of those three things, and we're going to have a fun night tonight. It's Sunday night, ending our weekend with a little bit of trivia, get our brains nice and ready for the week ahead. Here are our categories for this evening. Our picture round is TV Cops. I'm going to show you pictures of 5 television show characters who happen to be police officers. You have to identify the character's name, not looking for the show, not looking for the actor or actress, looking for the character's name in this picture round. Round 2 is January deaths, where we'll talk about famous people who died in the month of January, but we'll obviously be talking about things they did before they died. Round 3 is slogans. That's a pretty easy, straightforward round. I'm going to read you some pretty famous slogans from various companies. You have to identify which company uses or used that slogan. Musically enhanced movies is round number 4. That's a movie round all about movies that not musicals per se, but movies that definitely music was a big important part of it. So think along the lines of like Blues Brothers and Dirty Dancing, Footloose, stuff like that. Not musicals, but definitely music-dependent movies. And then we'll end the night with general trivia, which is just some random questions that you'll have to figure out in order to be our champion for this evening. There are no true, false, or either-or questions or multiple-choice questions in general trivia rounds. Keep that in mind when thinking about trying to double your score. Always at the bottom, scrolling there is my PayPal and Venmo information if you'd like to send a tip. There's also the address for all my Hockey Writers articles. I have to write another one real quick because I am at 666 articles since I've been hired over there. So I have to get another one out there to get that mojo off my account. So go ahead and click away on those articles. That's another way they send me more money with the more clicks you guys give me. So those are 2 ways to help out until I can get back to covering hockey games and scouting assignments and getting back to hosting trivia in front of large groups of people for nice sums of money. All right, let's get our game underway tonight. As always, we start with a picture round, and tonight's picture round is TV Cops. We'll be showing you some pictures of some characters throughout the history of TV who were cops. I'm looking for the character names this round. I'm not interested in the name of the show. I'm not interested in the name of the actor or actress in the picture. I want the name of the character. And all these characters, I think, have first and last names, or at least ranks and last names. So first and last names, if you know them, are always appreciated. Here is TV Cop number 1. What is her name? Looking for the character name of this TV cop. Character first and last name. Here is character, or I should say cop number 2, TV cop number 2. What is this character's name? His name is the same as the show he was on. Highly underrated show from the 70s. Here's TV Cop number 3 for you fans of animated shows. This was really hard, though, to find a picture of this guy to use because every single one of his pictures that I found, till I found this one, his name tag is in clear sight with big letters. Thankfully, he's covering it up in this picture. This is from the fantastic Chicken Lover episode of this series. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's do TV Cop number 4. Oh, look at the doggy. What is this guy's name? Looking for this police officer. Fictional name. All right, number 5. TV Cop number 5. Here we go. This is one where I've prefaced, so be careful. I'm looking for the character's name, not the name of the show or the actor's name. Looking for the character's name on all of these, but that's just careful about that stipulation with this particular TV Cop. Character's name is what we're looking for here. And we have a bonus question, as always, for our TV Cop round. For 2 points, what TV Cop did Richard Belzer play on both Homicide: Life on the Streets and Law and Order SVU? Same actor, same character, 2 different towns, 2 different police departments, 2 different shows. For 2 points, what was the name of the TV Cop that Richard Belzer played on both Homicide: Life on the Streets and Law and Order SVU? Kind of weird that you would have the guy play the same character, but whatever, it worked. I wonder how many times that's happened. I'd have to maybe do some research. Maybe that's enough to do around. How many times the same character played by the same actor or actress has shown up on 2 different TV shows, and not like spin-offs of each other, like 2 completely different shows. Like Law and Order was not a spin-off of Homicide by any means. They were, the original Law and Order was on the air, I believe, when Homicide first on. Homicide took place in Baltimore, and of course SVU's in New York City, but he transferred police departments. That was the story behind that. All right, let's repeat our picture clues. Cop number 1. Cop number 1. TV Cop number 1. What is this character's name? TV Cop number 2. Don't see many cops wearing the Mr. Rogers sweaters these days anymore. There's TV Cop number 3. And TV Cop number 4. No bonus points if you remember the dog's name. And TV Cop number 5. Character's name, character's name, character's name. And the bonus for 2 points, what TV cop did Richard Belzer play on both Homicide: Life on the Streets and Law & Order SVU? 2 different shows, same character. Looking for the character's name. All right, I'll give you guys a moment to finalize those answers as we get rolling on our Sunday night game here, our first of 4 trivia nights this week. We definitely plan on being back for our trio of midweek games, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you are very confident in your answers for our TV cop round, you think you got all 6 of these right, and you want to get double the amount of points for this round, this is where you go ahead and put a big circle around your group of answers for this round. If you don't want to use your double score option now, you still got 4 other rounds to use it on. We still have January deaths. We have slogans, and there is the musically enhanced movie round and the general trivia round. So let's do our answers for TV cops. Let's do our picture answers here. TV cop number 1, that of course is Olivia Benson. Olivia Benson, a long time co-star of Richard Belzer's character. Number 2, Barney Miller. Barney Miller. Barney Miller, number 2. Number 3, from South Park, Officer Bar Brady. Officer Bar Brady. Number 4, that of course is Roscoe P. Coltrane from the Dukes of Hazzard. Dukes of Hazzard. And of course, the Basset Hound, Flash. That was the dog's name, if you remember the dog. Number 5, I told you guys you needed to make sure to give me the character's name. Andy Taylor. Andy Taylor is the correct answer here. Not Andy Griffin. That's the actor, the name of the show, but Andy Taylor is the character's name. And for 2 points, the bonus question. What TV cop did Richard Belzer play on both Homicide: Life in the Streets and Law & Order SVU? Of course, that is Detective John Munch. John Munch is the correct answer. You didn't need to have detective in there, but if you did, you're okay. And we're going to move on to round number 2. January deaths is the round. We do this a few times during the course of the month. We do January birthdays. We do January deaths. Full circle, along with our historic January round. We did that last week, I think. We'll do some sports history in January coming up shortly. But January deaths, this is around all about some famous people who died in the month of January. Question number 1, Bobby Fischer died on January 17th, 2008 at the age of 64. He was a world champion at what game? Bobby Fischer died January 17th, 2008 at the age of 64. What game was he a world champion at? It obviously wasn't being photogenic. Very serious, Bobby Fischer. Bobby Fischer was a world champion at what? Number 2, actor Cesar Romero died at the age of 86 on January 1st, 1994. Which villain did he play on the Batman television series? Was it the Joker, Penguin, or the Riddler? Actor Cesar Romero died at 86 on January 1st, 1994. Which villain did he play in the Batman television series? Was it the Joker, the Penguin, or the Riddler? Number 3, true or false, singer-songwriter Glenn Frey, who died on January 18th, 2016, was a member of the band Fleetwood Mac. True or false, singer-songwriter, guitar player, mullet-wearing Glenn Frey, who died on January 18th, 2016, was a member of Fleetwood Mac. That's a pretty impressive 70s look he's got going right there. That is a look of a guy who may not have the best drugs on him at the time, but he knows where to get them. Number 4, U.S. Marshal Wyatt Earp died on January 12th, 1929. Who played Earp in the awesome 1993 movie Tombstone? Was it Kevin Costner, Kurt Russell, or Val Kilmer? U.S. Marshal Wyatt Earp died on January the 12th, 1929. Who played him in the 1993 movie Tombstone? Was that Kevin Costner, Kurt Russell, or Val Kilmer? Number 5, Jack Ruby died in prison on January 3rd, 1967. He is most known for killing what infamous criminal or alleged criminals, depending on who you believe. Jack Ruby died in prison on January 3rd, 1967. He is most known for killing what infamous criminal or possibly infamous patsy, depending on what theory or books you've read. If you're one of our Northsiders playing along, Ruby is buried not far from where I am broadcasting right now at the West Lawn Jewish Cemetery over on Montrose Avenue in Norwich, in between Cumberland and Harlem. That Jewish cemetery there, Jack Ruby is buried there. So is Gene Siskel and Shel Silverstein. So you can go visit some celebrities if you're in that neighborhood. Bonus question time. Gerald Ford's vice president died of a heart attack on January 26, 1979 for 2 points. What was his name? I'm sorry. I know it's mean-spirited, but I can never get enough of Gerald Ford falling down. Gerald Ford's vice president died of a heart attack on January 26, 1979 for 2 points. What was his name? Who was Gerald Ford's vice president who passed away in 1979? I can watch this GIF all night long. But we're not going to. We're going to repeat the round for you real quick. Question number 1 for January deaths. Bobby Fischer died on January 17th, 2008, at the age of 64. He was a world champion at what game? Question number 2. Actor Cesar Romero died at 86 on January 1st, 1994. Which one of these villains did he play on the 1960s Batman television series? Was it the Joker, the Penguin, or the Riddler? Number 3, true or false, singer-songwriter Glenn Frey, who died on January 18th, 2016, was a member of the band Fleetwood Mac. Is that true or false? Question number 4, U.S. Marshal Wyatt Earp died on January 12th, 1929. Who played Wyatt Earp in the 1993 movie Tombstone? Was that Kevin Costner, Kurt Russell, or Val Kilmer? Number 5, Jack Ruby died in prison on January 3rd, 1967. He is best known for killing what infamous criminal? And the bonus question, Gerald Ford's vice president died of a heart attack on January 26, 1979. Obviously, after they both left office. For 2 points, what was his name? Who served as Gerald Ford's vice president? Do you remember? From a pretty famous family. All right, I'm going to give you a minute to wrap up your answers here. Make sure you got what you want down. If you think you did well in January deaths and you still have your double score option, this is the portion of the round where you go ahead and circle. This is the portion where you circle your answers. Sorry, shiny score. Watching the Blackhawks lose, it has me distracted. If you would like to have your own personal trivia night at home in the comfort of your own home, kind of like Joe did on Thursday night with our not very popular Arnold Schwarzenegger trivia night, you can contact me. Send me an email, gjb1979@gmail.com, and I can build a custom-made game for you to host in your own home or venue, or you can hire me to do a video conference call, your Zoom call. I can come aboard and do exactly what we do here on our trivia nights at home 4 nights a week. Drop me a line, email. You can also do, if you're interested in hiring me for private events or fundraisers, stuff like that. Once we're able to do those kind of things again, or if you're interested in a sponsor, wanting to sponsor a round or a night, you can reach out to me there as well. Also, please make sure you like the Trivia Nights with Greg Facebook page. That's where you're going to get all the updates, everything trivia related. Follow me on Twitter. You'll get trivia updates there too. Plus, that's where you're going to get links to all my hockey coverage of the Blackhawks, NHL, AHL, prospects, and more at thehockeywriters.com. Okay, January deaths. That was round number 2. Let's do our answers so you can score your sheets at home. Number 1, Bobby Fischer. He was a world champion at what game? He was a champion chess player, so he got all the chicks. Number 2, Cesar Romero, who died in 1994. He was famous for playing the Joker on the original Batman series. He played the Joker. Did a wonderful job, too. True, false, Glenn Frey, who our most recent death in this round, 2016, was a member of Fleetwood Mac. That is false. He was a member of the Eagles. The Eagles, not Fleetwood Mac. So number 3 is false. Number 4, Wyatt Earp died in 1929. Who played him in the 1993 movie Tombstone? Well, Kevin Costner did play Wyatt Earp, but it was not in Tombstone. It was in a movie called Earp. Val Kilmer is in Tombstone, but he plays Doc Holliday. Does a great job as Doc Holliday in Tombstone. That leaves us with Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell played Wyatt Earp in Tombstone. If you've never seen Tombstone, you need to rectify that. It's a fantastic movie. Great cast. Number 5, Jack Ruby died in prison in 1967. He was in prison because he killed Lee Harvey Oswald. Shot him right on TV. Pretty insane stuff. Yes, Lee Harvey Oswald is who he killed. The bonus question. Gerald Ford's vice president died of a heart attack in 1979. If you remembered his name, you got 2 points, and his name was Nelson Rockefeller from the Rockefeller clan out in New York. Nelson Rockefeller is the bonus question answer. All right, that wraps up round 2. We're going to go to round 3. Slogans is the round. This is a round we can get through pretty quickly, as I'm just going to give you some famous slogans, ad slogans, and you're just going to have to tell me what company either currently uses this or used to use this. I think most of these are past, but there could be a couple current ones in there. So let's get started. Slogan number 1, think different. Think different. What company uses this or used this as their slogan? Think different. Number 2, slogan number 2, betcha can't eat just one. Betcha can't eat just one. Whose slogan was that? Betcha can't eat just one. Number 3, all for freedom, freedom for all. All for freedom, freedom for all. There's no doubt that is an American company. All for freedom, freedom for all. Slogan number 4, everywhere you want to be. Everywhere you want to be. Everywhere you want to be. Whose slogan is that? And slogan 5, is it in you? Is it in you? That's kind of dirty. Whose slogan is that? Is it in you? And we have a bonus question. Not really about slogans, but whatever. I put it in here for 2 points. What company used a creepier version of their mascot starting in 2004 and even had him star in his own series of Xbox 360 video games? What company used a creepier version of their mascot starting in 2003 and even had him star in his own series of Xbox 360 video games? And by creepier, I don't necessarily mean like scary, like a horror movie, but just something that is kind of offsetting and a little creepy. Definitely creeps me out. So what company used a creepier version of their mascot starting in 2004 and even put him in a bunch of Xbox 360 video games, which I didn't even know was a thing until I read this while writing this question out. I didn't know, and it kind of made me laugh. All right, let's repeat our slogans for you real quick if anybody needs a repeat. Slogan number 1, think different. Slogan number 1, think different. Number 2, betcha can't eat just one. Betcha can't eat just one. Slogan 3, all for freedom, freedom for all. All for freedom, freedom for all. Number 4, everywhere you want to be. Everywhere you want to be. Number 5, is it in you? Is it in you? And the bonus question for 2 points, what company used a creepier version of their mascot starting in 2004 and even had him star in his own series of Xbox 360 video games? All right, I'll give you a minute to finalize those answers. While you do that, here's an look at our upcoming theme nights. Thursday nights are theme nights here at our Play at Home Trivia Nights. Here's a look at the next month of themes. This coming Thursday will be an all-Canadian round, all-Canadian night. We'll do a hockey round. We'll do maybe a Letterkenny round. Stuff on Canadian musicians, possibly. All kinds of fun Canadian questions. You'd be surprised how much pop culture comes out of Canada. We'll talk all about it this coming Thursday, and then a week from Thursday on the 28th, it will be a Seinfeld night. That's always one of my most popular categories asked for, so we'll do a full night of Seinfeld trivia on the 28th. Kicking off February the 4th, we'll do another Star Wars night. We've done a couple already, but there's so much Star Wars stuff out there. I may focus this night more on some of the Disney Plus stuff, not necessarily the movies. There'll be plenty on the movies, but I may pay attention to more of the stuff outside the movies. So if you have Disney Plus, I recommend start watching some of those great animated series and watch The Mandalorian. You should be doing that anyway. I can almost guarantee I'm going to do a entire round on The Mandalorian that night. And speaking of streaming services, Thursday the 11th, we'll do a Netflix night. No chill, just the Netflix. This is a family website. We will not do the chill part, but we'll do the Netflix portion of that. That night we'll talk about all the cool stuff you can watch on Netflix. We might do a couple rounds on specific shows, maybe a Stranger Things round, stuff like that. Talk about, I may even just pull up what's available that day and do some questions on some of the movies you can find on Netflix. That'll be a fun night. So that's on the 11th. All right. Those are our theme nights coming up. Here's our answers for our slogan round. Number 1, think different. That was Apple. Apple is think different. Slogan number 2, bet you can't eat just one. Lay's potato chips. Lay's is number 2. Number 3, all for freedom. Freedom for all. That is Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson. Number 4, everywhere you want to be. Visa, everywhere you want to be for 8% interest. Number 5, is it in you? No, this is not a slogan for Trojan. Gatorade. It used to be the Gatorade slogan. And the bonus for 2 points. What company used a creepier version of its mascot starting in 2004 and even had him star in his own series of Xbox 360 video games? That was Burger King. That's when they started using that kind of creepy masked Burger King guy in their commercials. That guy's creepy. And he had three video games. Real video games, not like stuff you got in a Happy Meal, but real video games that people paid money to own. What a world. All right, that wraps up slogans. Let's get into round number 4 of 5. Down the home stretch we go. Musically enhanced movies is round number 4. These are going to be questions all about movies that aren't musicals, but they definitely are music-based. We'll just put it that way. Music is a big part of these movies. Let's get rolling. Question number 1 for musically enhanced movies, round 4 of 5 on your score sheets. Who played the scorned, machine gun-wielding ex-girlfriend of Jake in The Blues Brothers? Who played the scorned, machine gun-wielding ex-girlfriend of Jake in The Blues Brothers? Of course, Jake is the John Belushi played character in the movie. He had an ex-girlfriend. Try and off him many times during this movie. She had a machine gun. She had a flamethrower. Used explosives. Some serious stuff. Which actress played this woman with a grudge? Question 2. Footloose took place in a town that outlawed dancing that was located in which state? Was that Idaho, Oklahoma, or Texas? Footloose took place in a town that outlawed dancing, which was located in which state? Idaho, Oklahoma, or Texas? What state was the setting for Footloose? Number 3, true or false, the film Whiplash is mainly about playing the guitar. The film Whiplash is mainly about playing the guitar. Question number 4. In which year did Eminem's movie 8 Mile get released? Was it 2000, 2001, or 2002? In which year did Eminem's movie 8 Mile get released? Was that 2000, 2001, or 2002? Question number 5. In Purple Rain, what was the name of the Revolution's rival band led by Morris Day? In Purple Rain, what was the name of the Revolution's rival band led by Morris Day? I love Prince. He's one of my favorite musicians of all time. But Morris Day was the real star of this movie. He was the real showman. What was the name of Morris Day's band in this movie? Purple Rain. Morris Day's band, real life band. They were still touring when that was still a thing up until this past year. Bonus question. Dirty Dancing was a huge hit in 1987 for 2 points. Name the resort and the state it took place in. I know there are some super hardcore Dirty Dancing fans out there. This one is for you. It's worth 2 points. Name the resort and the state in which Dirty Dancing takes place in. Nobody puts baby in a corner. I should have put Lenny Briscoe in the TV cop round. We could have had 2 Jerry Orbach questions in one night. I kind of dropped the ball on that. All right, let's repeat our musically enhanced movie questions, shall we? Number 1, who played the scorned, machine gun wielding ex-girlfriend of Jake in The Blues Brothers? Who played Jake's really pissed off ex-girlfriend in The Blues Brothers? Question 2, Footloose took place in a town that outlawed dancing. Which state was that in? We're all about which states these movies are taking place in, apparently. Was that Oklahoma, Idaho, or Texas? What one of those 3 states did Footloose take place in? Number 3, true or false, the film Whiplash is mainly about playing the guitar. Whiplash is about playing the guitar. True or false? Question 4. In which year did Eminem hit the box office with 8 Mile? 2000, 2001, or 2002? Question 5. In Purple Rain, what was the name of Prince and the Revolution's rival band led by Morris Day, the best showman in that movie? And the bonus question one more time. Dirty Dancing was a huge hit in 1987, so big. A lot of people still love this movie to this day. For 2 points, name the resort and the state in which this movie takes place in. You need to know the resort name and what state that resort was found in for the Dirty Dancing. All right, I'll give you guys a moment to finalize those answers. We only got one more round after this, so if you haven't used your double score option, you either need to use it right here or you're going to use it for our general trivia round, which is just some random questions, but no multiple choice or true false in that round. Just a reminder, we've already mentioned it a couple times today, but we do this 4 nights a week until we're able to get back and doing this in person Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. This is our first of 4 play-at-home trivia nights this week. We'll be back Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Periscope. If you have any suggestions for categories, please feel free to send them. You can send them to me when you turn in your score sheets. Post them on the wall. Put them in the comments right here in our live room. Email me, however you want to do. Send smoke signals, carrier pigeon. I am open to any and all suggestions, which is code for I'm running out of ideas. Please help me. All right, let's do the answers for our musically enhanced movie round. Here we go. Number one, who played the scorned machine gun wielding ex-girlfriend of Jake in the Blues Brothers? That was Princess Leia herself, Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher. Number two, Footloose took place in a town that outlawed dancing. That was in the state of Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Number three, true or false, the film Whiplash is mainly about playing the guitar. That's false. It's about playing the drums. The drums was the main instrument of that movie. Round four, or question four, I'll keep saying round four. Question four, in which year did Eminem's movie 8 Mile get released? Doesn't matter which one you choose. It's a long time ago. 2002 is the correct answer. I couldn't believe it when I looked this year up. I was like, you got to be kidding me. That's got to be a typo. There's no way this movie came out almost 20 years ago. Insane. Number five, in Purple Rain, what was the name of the Revolution's rival band led by Morris Day? That, of course, is Morris Day and the Time. Oh, Morris Day and Jerome. Can't get much better than that. Little Jungle Love. Oh. Love me some Morris Day and the Time. Bonus question. Dirty Dancing was a huge hit in 1987 for 2 points. What was the name of the resort and the state in which that resort was in? It was Kellerman's, and it was in upstate New York, the Catskill Mountains. More specifically, Kellerman's in New York. That is the answer to the bonus question. Got a request here. Didn't hear the answer for number three. That was the true false. False was number three in this round. False. Whiplash was about playing the drums, not the guitar. All right. Going on to our final round. General trivia. Here's where I'm going to ask you some random questions. You're hopefully going to come up with the specific answers. This is our final round of the night. This is your last chance to make a serious run at the top of our leaderboard for this evening. After this round is done and I give you the answers, you're going to add up the scores of all 5 of your rounds. You're going to put your final score on your score sheet nice and big, circle it so I can see it, then take a picture of your score sheet and send it to me. Preferably by Facebook Messenger on either to the Trivia Nights with Greg page or my personal page. You can also, if you're on Periscope, send that via Twitter direct messages, or if you're on YouTube and you don't have Facebook, you can just post your score in the comments. All right, here we go. General trivia. Question number 1. What Oklahoma native donated $1 million from her 2013 Blown Away tour to help tornado victims in her home state? What Oklahoma native donated $1 million from her 2013 Blown Away tour to help tornado victims in her home state? Oklahoma, it's a popular state tonight, apparently. Who donated $1 million from her Blown Away tour to help tornado victims in Oklahoma back in 2013? Question number 2. In what decade of the 1900s was Diet Coke released? In what decade was Diet Coke released? Just the decade. Don't need to know the specific year. What decade was Diet Coke released in? Question 3, 2010 Nintendo trademarked the phrase, "It's on like who?" In 2010, Nintendo trademarked the phrase, "It's on like who?" Oh, excuse me. Nintendo trademarked the phrase, "It's on like who?" back in 2010. Question 4. Emma Bunton is the youngest member of what internationally known group? Emma Bunton is the youngest member of what internationally known group? Question number 5. According to worldatlas.com, what U.S. state has the most active volcanoes with 141? According to worldatlas.com, what U.S. state has the most active volcanoes with 141? That's a lot of active volcanoes. Not sure I'd want a vacation in a place that has that many things that can explode. Our bonus question, our final question of the night, we've made it. For 2 points, with its headquarters in Austria, what does the C in the Intergovernmental Agency OPEC stand for? With its headquarters in Austria, what does the C in the Intergovernmental Agency OPEC stand for? What does the C in OPEC stand for? All right, let's repeat our questions for you real quick. Number 1, what Oklahoma native donated $1 million from her 2013 Blown Away tour to help tornado victims in her home state? Question 2, in what decade of the 90s was Diet Coke released? Decade of the 1900s. Sorry about that. What decade of the 1900s was Diet Coke released? Number 3, 2010 Nintendo trademarked the phrase, "It's on like who?" It's on like who? Number 4, Emma Bunton is the youngest member of what internationally known group? Number 5, according to worldatlas.com, what U.S. state has the most active volcanoes with 141? And the bonus question, for 2 points, with its headquarters in Austria, what does the C in the Intergovernmental Agency OPEC stand for? All righty, give you a moment to finalize those answers. This is our final round of the night. So as soon as I'm done reading you the answers here in a moment, you guys are going to then tabulate your scores and get me your final scores so I can crown our big winner for this Sunday night. All right, shall we do our answers and conclude our game for this night? I think we should. Here's our general trivia answers, final round of the evening. Number one, what Oklahoma native donated $1 million from her ironically named Blown Away tour to help tornado victims in her home state? That is Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood is our Oklahoma native who had the Blown Away tour. Number two, what decade was Diet Coke released? Diet Coke came out in the 1980s. It came out in the 1980s. 82 specifically. 1982 is when the world was introduced to Diet Coke. You only need to have the 80s. Question three, in 2010, Nintendo trademarked the phrase, "It's on like Donkey Kong." On like Donkey Kong. They trademarked that. Probably pretty smart. It's a pretty popular phrase for a while there. Question four. Emma Bunton is the youngest member of what internationally known group? The Spice Girls. The Spice Girls. Baby Spice. Youngest one of the Spice Girls. Number five, according to worldatlas.com, which state has the most active volcanoes? With 141. Alaska. Alaska is the correct answer for number five. And the bonus question for 2 points. What does the C stand for in the Intergovernmental Agency OPEC? It stands for countries. Countries. OPEC is the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. So countries is what we're looking for our final question of the night. So that is that when it comes to our questions and answers. Let's see here. I'm just seeing your comment now, Steve, about partial credit on bonus for either knowing or all or nothing. You talking about, is that the Dirty Dancing one? If you knew one of the two, like if you only knew New York, you can give yourself 1 point. Then I'm fine with that. If you got one of the two on the Dirty Dancing, if you knew just New York, that's cool. Or if you just knew Kellerman's, give yourself 1 point. I don't know why these comments, I have the Facebook feed going. They don't pop up sometimes on my iPad, so I didn't see that question till now. I wasn't ignoring you. All right, let's figure out who our big winner is tonight. Get my little trusty score pad here. We have ST, no D, sometimes T's. All right, I have your score. Then we have DI and Course, Cagney and Lacey. All right. Taking the TV cop round to the bank. I have your score. Thank you guys, as always, for checking in and playing along. Let's switch over to here, see what we got going on. All right, we've got Team Rios, Joey and Anna. Thank you guys as always. I thought a bunch of people were going to guess Hawaii on that volcano question. I don't know if there's enough space in Hawaii for that many volcanoes. The Goonies, the Walshes, I have your score. Thank you guys. As always, appreciate your support. Hopefully we'll be getting together soon in Edison Park. The governor's last update seemed sort of kind of positive from what I can make of it, that maybe we can do indoor stuff again coming up shortly. So if that's the case, then it's up to Firewater to make the call, but hopefully we'll be able to do that again soon. I'm itching to get back out there. I don't know about you guys, but I've got many reasons why I want to get back out and host in person. Being social is healthy. It's good. And the money I make from my in-person nights is missed. It's missed. All right, let me put our very close final scores in the in the banners here, and we'll reveal our top 4 teams for the night. Who was second? You guys were second. And here's our winning team. All right, here's our scores for this Sunday night. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anybody. I know we had some Zupans watching earlier, but I don't see a score from you guys. Let me just double check to make sure I didn't miss it. I don't want to cost anybody a potential victory because I didn't see your message, but I don't see it here. So either you were embarrassed of your score or you dropped out or technology stinks. I don't know, but here we go. Here's 4th place tonight, 21 points for ST No D. Nicely done. A little low for you guys, but that's okay. Apparently there were some doggy baths that needed to be done and whatnot, and that's understandable. I'm sure you'll be back strong Tuesday night. In 3rd place with 35 points, our very close top 3. We have the Goonies finishing in 3rd with 35, and then in 2nd, just ahead of you at 1 point, 36, Cagney and Lacey. DI and Steve, you guys are in 2nd place tonight. And our winners, back in the winner's circle, technically 2 in a row for Joey. You were technically our winner for Arnold Schwarzenegger night because you logged in. Team Rios, Joey and Anna, 37 points is our top score tonight. So that concludes our Sunday Play at Home Trivia night. Thank you guys for checking in and playing along this evening. I hope you guys had a good time for this little bit of time together. We'll be back at it Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. If you're a big Blackhawks fan, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on the Hockey Writers Facebook page and YouTube channel, you can catch our live broadcast of Blackhawks Banter. I'll be taking part in a roundtable discussion with my other Blackhawks colleagues. If you can't watch live, you can check all those episodes out on the Facebook page and the YouTube channel for the Hockey Writers. So until Tuesday night, we'll meet back right here. Please be safe. Take good care of yourselves and one another. Be smart and be patient. Be empathetic and study up for Tuesday's night. We'll see you then.